I'm a gamer and running in circles. I'm a rabbit and running in circles. I'm annoying and running in circles. Might as well jump in the hole and be a bunny. Be a bunny! Hola mis queridos, ¿cómo estás, mi amolicia? También conocido como coneja. Hello, my kittens. How are you? My name is Allison, also known as Rabbit, and today we're playing Power Wash Simulator. Always excited to be playing most games on this channel. Now, most likely you saw the 3 photos during the intro and you're probably confused and wanted an explanation or probably don't care about that explanation. I'm going to give it to you anyway. I want to make sure the gameplay of Power Wash Sim on this channel is as comfortable for you as it is for me. I am over the age of 18, over the age of 21. There's going to be cursing, cussing, and adult topics. And there will be quite a bit of me clearing my throat throughout this video because I just had a rough time waking up and I have no idea if I'm going through a cold or not. So, anyway, I am at that point in my life where I've changed what I use my cursing with that. I no longer use religious words in my cursing, such as God, Jesus Christ, holy, anything like that, seriously. And uh, I've been doing this since 2018, but been having a rough time with it. So, for the past 2 to 3.5 years on this channel, I've been asking for your help. So, most likely I'll be able to catch myself on it, correct myself. If not, and you hear me use a religious word in my cursing, please call me on it, comment down below. I need to get used to this, and it's driving me nuts that I haven't gotten used to it. So, I am appreciative of your help. So, with that, let's get into the game, shall we? The bonus jobs I'll eventually do. I don't know when. The free play, I don't care. The challenge mode, I might do that. I don't know when. But let's continue on with the career. And we were starting off with the playground. Uh, yeah. Did we get any messages yet? No. Okay. Let's get into it, shall we? By the way, I do have family that watches my content, though I don't know which game they are watching. So if any of them are watching, hi, I love you all so much. Ma, give Molly a big hug and a kiss for me. Tell Newman he will always be a nuisance. And if it's my sister up in north of the state, I love you. Give my brother-in-law a hug from me. And my niece and nephew a big hug and a kiss. Why does it always start me with this? This one. Alright. Let's go over here. Yoink. And I did a little bit of cleaning off screen. Just because I didn't want to do everything on it would take forever if I tried to do everything on screen. So, and I most likely will be doing that in most of my power wash videos. I'll do like most of the cleaning offline, but or sorry, off screen, but make sure I keep the dings on in the video. So, that's why in the top left corner it says like I was halfway through cleaning the large red floor. Because I know if I do more than half, there's a good chance of it going ding. So how are you all doing today? I know I normally say that in my intro, but most times, like, I really do mean it when I say it, like, not just in my intro, but also, like, when I'm talking right now. 'Cause I know a lot of people in the world don't always have a great day, and they just need someone to say hi to them. You know? They just need a warm smile to make their day a little better. It's funny because, like, when I was working at Wendy's, there were quite a few days where I would just, like, it's hard not to eavesdrop on the customers' conversations. But, um, there were a couple of times, there was one time in my, there's one situation in mind where I'm, like, cleaning one of the tables after someone had just left, but one of them was, like, sitting in a nearby table because they were waiting for someone in their party to help them back to the car, I think. And one of my coworkers was saying, like, I'm glad I'm not in school anymore, such and such. And I think the party was celebrating, like, graduating. Someone in their party was graduating, which is why my coworker spoke up about it. And the person that was sitting next to me, like, waiting for their party, she said, "Oh, I hated school so much," and it made me think, like, I know a lot of people say they hate school, and in my opinion, I think it's because they did not have the right teachers. Because honestly, my time in school, both elementary, middle school, junior high, and even high school, like, I admit I had at least one or two teachers where they were mean and they did not make it easy for me. But other than that, like, all the teachers that I've had, they were really nice and encouraging. So it makes me wonder, like, those who hate school, it had to have been the teachers that were mean that made it difficult for them. It couldn't have been just their parents raising them. It couldn't have been just their friends. It had to have been the teachers. Because if the teachers aren't being encouraging and they're making it super rough for you to pass the class, that's not helpful in you wanting to learn more. It's not helpful in you making sure that you get your education. There are people that are like Principal Trunchbull from Matilda, and it sucks. Like, people like Principal Trunchbull will make your life a living heck. Will make your life a living heck and make sure that you don't want to learn more anything else outside of school. It sucks. And it worries me that if kids are going to be if kids in general, not just those in high school, are not encouraged to learn, are not encouraged to enjoy what they do, then they're going to have a rough future. Like, everyone says that it's important to treat kids the way they should be. But if they're being mean, it is because someone in their environment is being mean. It is not you. It is not the it is not the government's fault. It is not the school's fault. It is someone individually in their lives that is making it rough for them, and they repeat that behavior. That's why I really want to do these movies and show reacts on my other channel, so that I can prove that it's not just people in their lives, it's what they watch, it's what they read. Like, when growing kids, they imitate everything around them. And if they're not happy, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna show that they're not happy in what they do, not just what they say. It's rough. I feel sorry for those kids. Another perfect example, and again, it's movie related, is the movie Bridge to Terabithia. Now, I've yet to read the book. I think I have read the book, though. It's been such a long time that I don't remember. But, in the movie, there's a bully that's like making you pay $1 just to go to the bathroom to pee. And she even like punches kids and just to make sure that we don't know why she's doing it. We just know that she's a bully. And the love interest in Bridge to Terabithia, she decides to confront the bully later on because she heard the bully crying in the bathroom at some point. And so she finds out that the bully's father has been being mean to her, forcing her to do things that she doesn't want to do. And I think like even like the neighbors heard a loud situation going on at her place and called the cops. And now like everyone in school is aware of it and doesn't see her as a bully anymore. And so it's not that they feel sorry for her, it's that they're laughing at her because she was put in that situation with her dad. And so the love interest, I've already forgotten her name, but Anna Sophia Robb plays her. She just, instead of laughing at her, she gave her a piece of gum, and they just talked about other things, other than what's happening at the bully's family. And it was peaceful. And that is the kind of TLC everyone should get when they're going through a rough time. Like, don't just don't laugh at them. Don't say you understand, because you don't. You've never been in their position. Unless you actually have, then you do understand. You need to just sit there and listen. Let them talk out their feelings. Let them express what's going on in their lives. Because otherwise, they're not gonna evolve. They're not gonna like figure out what is essentially wrong in their lives. It's not that they are wrong themselves. It's just that there's so much shit going around them. They need guidance. And being a good listener is just one of those things that helps them in that guiding path. It sucks that there are so many bullies in the world that we don't consider to stop and think, what's going on in their lives? So the next time you have a bad day, think about, let's see. If you are realizing you are having a bad day, think of 5 good things that did happen, or think of 5 things that has happened in your life that you are happy about. And if you witness someone having a bad day, help them out a little bit. And if it's to help, if you can't help them financially of whatever going on in their life, at least give them a helping hand, or just smile and say, "How are you doing today? I am your ear." It never hurts to be friendly. Oh my gosh! And that comes to the next topic that just rolled in my head because of saying be kind to them. Um, in I think it was an ad or something of when I was trying to check on something on the internet, and I came across, I think it was an ad. I think it was supposed to be an ad or something, but it was like showing an interesting story, uh, an interesting article about someone being in an HOA, which is a housing something associate. Oh, homeowners association. Um, And I admit, like, I have seen movies where it's actually fun to be in an HOA, but really, it's not. It's not fun. Because there are so many restrictions you gotta obey, and you have to, and like you have to have your grass a certain length. You have to have a specific mailbox, a specific height of it. Yeah, gotta have a clean property. It's ridiculous. Don't have an HOA. But what I had found, like I wanted to read the story that was shown in the thumbnail, but I couldn't find it because there were so many HOA stories, and so many of them were so bad. It was just like pointing out of like why you shouldn't be in an HOA. And one of the stories was that this guy had had moved into this really nice house. There wasn't an HOA until like 5 years after he moved there. Um, and so he's just like decided not to be a part of it. Like he never agreed to the terms of it. But his neighbor has been like so rude. Um, they like, or not rude, but just like they give him glares and really weird looks. Uh, And what's really cool about this is that he is a veteran or some sort, like he has experience with guns, and he's a real bulky guy, well toned and all that shit. And he explained that he decided to do the opposite and be kind, however possible. And for a while, it worked. Like the guy, like his neighbor and his neighbor's friends stopped doing those things. And at some point, it came back. And I think he decided to plan something with one of his friends, and which meant this plan was that the friend was going to drive down the street and say something mean to him, like him personally. And when that happened, he ran to his backyard, went to his backyard, grabbed this towel covered gun that he had buried. Like, oh, that was another thing. Like, he made sure his neighbors saw him like cleaning this gun that he had and wrapping it in a towel, and he was like making sure that his neighbors saw him do this. And then when his friend did that drive-by, he looked at his neighbors and said, "What the fuck did you do? What did you say?" And so he went back to his backyard, dug up the towel and pulled out the gun, and then came back to the front yard, aimed his gun at his friend, and aimed the gun at his neighbor, I should say, and just said a couple of other things. And since then, that neighbor has not bugged him at all. Like, at some point, his neighbor crossed the line, and he planned this whole thing with his friend to make sure it never happened again. And it was just fucking priceless. I think that's one of my favorite HOA stories that I read on that site. And you know what? I think I still have the link. If you guys want to read more HOA stories, I will put that link in the description box below. Like, it is endless. There are endless stories on that link that I found. Some of them are ridiculous. A lot of them, people had to go to court because of some really dumb situations. One of them, I think, was this guy this guy and his family moved into an HOA, and one of the rules was that you could not have like disarrayed or dis like they couldn't have bad looking cars for some reason. If it was like if there were any faults to it, any broken things on the vehicle, and they couldn't have vehicles on the street, whether if it was theirs or visitors. And so he and his family are like really big into cars. Like he has at least 3 or 4, or no, he has at least 5. Uh, 1 or 2 of them are like at a different location because of this HOA rule, and he has I think 2 or 3 already at that house. 2 of them are on the street. 1 he has in the garage, and his wife has this really nice car as well. And so it's frustrating because like the HOA leader, he has this like really it's not a good looking car. It's like a 2005 or 2003 Cadillac or something. And so like the leader is constantly on his back saying, "Hey, these shouldn't be on the street. They're bad for they're bad representation of the neighborhood and all that shit." And like the guy disagreed, and I agree with him that the leader is like talking smack for no good fucking reason. And it went to great lengths that they ended up having to go to court. And he explains to the judge that like none of his vehicles are in bad shape. They're good. In fact, they are expensive and actually help represent the neighborhood. And actually had pictures of them. And one of those pictures, in the back, you could see the leader's car. And he pointed this out, and the judge noticed and was like, "Oh, oh." And in the end, like the judge was in favor of him instead of the leader, and pointed out that, "Oh, did you hear that the mayor's cat Ulysses is missing? The whole town's on the lookout for him in time for the festival. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on." Huh. Haven't we been noticing a cat around? uh. Anyway. It's a whole mess when it comes to stuff like that. Don't be a part of an HOA. Yay! We finally got a ding. To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. uh, Harper is funny sometimes. A lot of people, a lot of the stories in this game are crazy. Hang on, I need a drink. And y'all, if y'all are wondering why this is a constant stream and I haven't stopped yet, it is because I did the right click on my mouse. I have yet to hit on it so that the stream ends. Because if I do, yoink, I'd have to press it myself. And my left click is gone. And now I right click. There we go. I see you doing crazy shit that I do not like, so I hack you. I see you doing shit that I don't love, so I hack you. Ow! Sorry. Do not take me as the source for that. I got that from someone on Vine years ago. Or not Vine, YouTube years ago. I forgot what his name is. I don't think it was Tryhard Ninja. It was like someone that didn't have very many subscribers. I know that, at least at the time. I don't know how many he has now. I think it was Excalicore X. Could be wrong on that. I'd have to look it up. Because I know I did a Vine when he released that video. I liked it so much that I had to share it on Vine. And if you're curious of what Vine I'm talking about, you can go to my other channel, The Esperanza 243, because I did a compilation of all the Vines that I did before the actual site was ended. Of course, the odd thing is you can still access Vine, the website I mean. You just can't use it. And if you go to my Vine profile, you can at least see a certain amount of my Vines, not all of them, but a certain amount of them. Which I think is pretty cool. You do 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 do. I see you hanging around town with a girl I don't know. So fuck you. Ah. And we got this. Do 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 do. Hang on, are we really almost done with this round part? Heck yeah! I am still seeing some black parts on the red. Oh, that's so gross. That song is going to be stuck in my head all day now. So I kind of want to mention, we could go in a couple of extra days. Specifically, 2 Saturdays ago, my uncle did something pretty cool. He asked me to go to a studio that a friend of ours has, a music studio, because my family is fucking musically talented. And it turned out he wanted the whole family to be there. Like, pretty much nearly all of my aunts were there. Aunt Sandy, one of my aunts passed away, unfortunately. I think. I mean, it's been so long. There's just so many deaths in our family already. These past few years. And one of my uncle that lives in Hawaii went missing last year, and they finally found him relatively recently. Like, it took them months to figure out what happened to him, just because like he has Alzheimer's and he left the house without warning. But they finally found him dead, like near a stream, which really sucks. But anyway, they had a funeral for him at the end of December. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to go off on that. Where was I? Right, studio. So he wanted the whole family there, aside from those who are dead. And he wanted us to be basically background vocals to some of the songs that he's done. But I admit I had a lot of fun. I was there for 3 hours straight. Some of my relatives ended up having to leave early because of like their usual schedule. They were hungry and all that stuff, and I'm like, totally understand. I totally understand. I'm one of those people in our family that would just love to stay as long as I want, just so I can sing and have fun. And I was having fun. Like, I love to sing and I love to just hang out with my family. Not to mention, I still need to get those lyrics from Uncle John about that CD he did years ago. And it's funny because like the name of the CD always confused me until recently. Like, I looked up what .commies meant, and oh my gosh, I did not realize it was talking about communism. But it's funny because like a lot of the songs that are on that CD, I don't understand how it relates to communism. But anyways, the songs that we did that Saturday were just so much fun. And one of them I just had an absolute blast because one of the lines that we had to say was, "Wait a minute, hey, wait a minute," and gotta admit, it kept me thinking about one of my nieces. And what she loves to do is like does this like cute little point, like her elbow is like by her waist, and she has her hand like pointing. She has like one finger pointing at you like a stern no, and her thumb is like kind of close to the finger when she points, and she's like, "Hey, wait a minute." It's just so fucking cute how she does it. And so while we were singing, like, I was doing that pose so much, saying, "Hey, wait a minute." And I was trying to say it the way she does too. I wanted to make sure that she, at least a little bit of my niece was in that song. And even my sister noticed what I was doing, and she could not stop smiling. We all had a blast. And even my other sister, who lives in the north of our state, she was there. I was very surprised to see her. Like, I had no idea she was actually going to be there. I honestly didn't know what we were doing when I arrived at the studio. I thought that John wanted me to sing the song that I co-wrote with Dad. But nope. It was something else entirely. And I don't mind at all. It was so much fun, guys. There we go. I'm gonna go even lower. There we go. I am gonna there we go. Hey, wait a minute. What do we know? Hey, wait a minute. One of the songs that we had to do was like I admit, like I didn't expect that he would have a Christian song. But one of them, I don't know if it was the actual start of the song, but at some point in his song it goes, asses to the pasture, and it was so country. Like there was banjo and guitar and like all kinds of different strings in there. Oh, it was asses to the pasture. Oh no, rapture. Asses to the rapture. And then after that it's like a chorus of people saying amen. And the first time we practiced that, I don't even know if it was recorded or not. My uncle did that little composer's pose, and all of us just sang amen. And the sound of it was so perfect. We sounded like a choir. It was so perfect. And I really hope the studio owner recorded that. 'Cause oh my gosh. Oh. And from the start of it, there was like at least 9 of us. So for 9 of us to sound like a fucking choir, oh my gosh. Whoops. Wanted to change this back. Okay. But yeah, it just, oh my gosh. It sent shivers to my spine when that happened. It was so perfect. There is a chance that I might have to cut this video short just because I want to record another video after this of Dreamlight. And because I want to get both videos done today. And if I want to get that recording done today, I need to record it sooner rather than later. Just because of like timing and all that. Finally, that's clean. Jeez. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Handlebar. Heck yeah. Oh jeez, I saw that. I've been binging a lot of stuff on YouTube. Especially on this other streaming service called Plex. And I have to admit, the only reason I'm on Plex is because of Power Rangers. Like nearly all the seasons are there except whatever is after RPM. And y'all, yes, don't be fucking shunning me because I love Power Rangers. if you're gonna shun me because I love because I love Power Rangers, well, I got you beat, because I love Winx Club as well. Um I love the Doki Doki Literature Club. Not the game. There's an actual show called Doki Doki. I'm a little bit of an anime fan, because there are so many good shows that actually have a story. A lot of the anime shows are weird, but the ones that I like, I legit have like a good story. Doki Doki is one of them, and there's another Doki Doki show that I like. Um, Inuyasha is a good one, but I haven't really watched the entire show, just like a couple of episodes here and there. Um, I'm not a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I think I've seen enough of it to like say I enjoy the show. I think I love the card game more. And oh wow, I did not clean this handlebar. Oh geez. Let's see, what other shows? There's this old Disney show, American Dragon Jake Long. That show I haven't seen forever, but I super love it. Okay, and this one I'm gonna change this. Here we go. Ah, there we go. And I think everything is good. Let's double check. Oh, right. E. Or escape is the thing. There we go. We still have 2 benches. Oh, one of them isn't clean. Show. Oh, that explains it a lot. Ha! There we go. Okay, let's clean this one. And I think after this, I'll clean one more. I'll probably clean the rug around the dinosaur slide. And then we'll head out. But anyway, I lost my train of thought. Oh, right, Power Rangers and anime shows. By the way, I have actually seen the new Power Rangers movie, and I think they're actually working on a second one. I don't know if it's going to be a sequel, but it's definitely going to be a reboot. I saw that in the wiki, and we all know wiki's not always accurate, but oh, do I still have the extension on? That's perfect here. Assist at the rapture. Amen. Okay, now that song's gonna be stuck in my head. Do 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 do. Sorry if you heard that. My throat's starting to get a little sore. Probably should refill my bottle. Do 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 do. Oh, did not mean to do that. This is what I want to do. Ew. Ugh. At least it's a sound that only happens every now and then. It's not a constant sound. Do 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 do. Fuck's sake, stop. Do 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 do. Alright. Changing this. Oh yeah, I see all the dirt. Yeah. There we go. And let's change it back. Cause I wanna clean this shit. I wanna clean this shit. Burn. I don't know what I've been told, but you've been told. I feel something so wrong. Doing the right thing. Did not. I used to know the songs. No, I used to know the lyrics to that song. My brain can only hold so much memory. But I am noticing the time, which really sucks. I was hoping to at least do a little bit more cleaning. We've only gone from 20 to 24%. Oy. There's so much of this place to clean. I forgot the constant stream button. There we go. That's better. something's so wrong, doing the right thing. Good night, good night, good night. Everything that kills me makes me wanna fly. I think that's how it goes. Jeez, I gotta look up the lyrics to that song. Do 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 do. Um. Anyway, back to Power Rangers. Just I gotta admit, I have seen nearly every single season. Nearly every single one. I kinda refuse to watch the remastered of the original show, just because I think the only thing that's changed is just the coloring. Like everything's probably brighter, more cleaner. Um, and of course the actors changed. Of course they can't use the original actors. But hey. But it's not the same. Remastering the original and not using, it's weird. And they probably just did the one season. They didn't do the entire show, which is understandable. You can't remaster all of it. uh, this dinosaur, by the way, I gotta admit, the second time I watched a playthrough of Power Wash on a different channel, and I knew about Jeremy Dooley, when I saw this dinosaur, I'm like, oh, Jeremy's definitely gonna do Power Wash. He's gonna fucking love this dinosaur. Cause Jeremy Dooley's, Jeremy Dooley's like personal favorite colors are purple and orange. Like his Grand Theft Auto character has purple and orange basically. You could not see him anywhere without without his two colors. He even made a bunch of cars in GTA, purple and orange, and gave them like really weird, unique names involving Remy Tim. I think it's funny, but also cute at the same time. Anyway, um, I am aware of the time. I should probably head out now, but I just want to get one ding, which might have to be this green circle here. After that, I'm out. Eh. You know what? I'm gonna take this off. Oh yeah, that's better. Neil. I love to clean, strangely enough. Whoops. I just want the carpet. Give me the ding. Eh. There is so much to clean. Come on, give me the ding. Seriously? There's so much that's... Ugh. Give me the ding. There we go. Jeez. Alright, with that, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and bid you adieu. Yes, I'm cutting it short. So, with that, if you're new to Power Wash Sim, I hope I helped you out at least a little bit. If not, I'm not doing my job. And I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did. If so, smash that like button like a kitten would. And if you're just now tuning into this channel and you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that red subscribe button. Make it that beautiful gray, as well as that bell icon right next to it. That'll notify you of all the videos that I do, which are on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Central and Sundays 4:30 p.m. Central. I hope you all have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in the world. I am Sleep Drastically Rabbit, saying goodbye. Stay awesome and stay on YouTube! I'm a gamer and running in circles. I'm a rabbit and running in circles. I'm annoying and running in circles. Might as well jump in the hole and be a bunny. Be a bunny! Alright, let's all see this list. There is still so much shit. I got one more bench. We cleaned both bins. Then there's the climbing monkey. The monkey bars. The houses. Wait. Oh, wow. 53% on... Well, yeah, that makes sense. I think there's like one more yellow floor, which is like near the dinosaur. Yeah. I think it's considered a yellow floor. Is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, shit. I'll get that half cleaned. I'll probably do it some other time, though. I really want to record the next video for Dreamlight. There's so much I gotta do in Dreamlight. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I got so much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit until that save circle comes. There it is. Bye, y'all.